Yo, what's going on? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, Sneezy. How we doing, man? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yo, sorry. New account, first time hosting. My apologies.
Yeah, here we go. We migrated to Aptos After Dark Twitter handle on X, everybody. Let's go.
Yo. Otherwise, fantastic Monday. New week, fresh start. Let's go.
New week, fresh start. A lot of stuff cooking, a lot of things happening. Episode 28 is going to be packed with a bunch of exciting discussions and topics as we're still refining, I think, some of our structure, our space, the way that we're going about things. If everyone that's been repeat listening, how we go about all this. So, we can jump into the intro with but just keep in mind we are potentially iterating. And you might see that in our future formats as we've been doing over the past few and where we're going in the future. So if this is your first time here, welcome to Aptos After Dark, where we discuss everything going on Aptos over the past week, every week, joined by awesome individuals. Hosted by myself, Atreyu, with Sneezy, now on our new X account, Aptos After Dark. Please like and drop some love there if you're enjoying this content. And again, if you're enjoying this content, check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Spotify. Just do a quick search for Aptos After Dark. We're pushing out the content, and we hope to continue providing more exciting, quality content that you can listen through on the channel that you desire.
Yo, let's go. Dude, you really want to talk about our alpha, don't you? You made it a whole 3 seconds. All right, what you're not going to find is any financial advice, just a bunch of dope people talking about a bunch of cool stuff going on the Aptos blockchain. If you are interested in anything we are talking about tonight, get a Petro wallet, get involved. It's really that simple. And like Atreyu said, give us a follow on Spotify, give us a follow on YouTube. This is a new Twitter account. Drop a follow. Let's fucking grow.
Or another way you could phrase it is let's fucking mullet, maybe? Let's effing move. LFM? I don't know.
Let's fucking move.
How is the new do going
Bro,
for the
dude,
mullet, bro?
like, I'm not even kidding. The change in like confidence. I walked into IRL work today, like I owned the place, and they knew it. They knew I wasn't wrong. Yo, the mullet just demands respect. It's a game changer. I'm sure Brent can attest to this as well. But yeah, proof of mullet chain, man. We're the first proof of mullet chain.
It's epic. I freaking love the flow. The flow levels up. It really does. I don't know. It is awesome. You and Brent both. It's just like it's awesome. I couldn't believe actually that you went and did it. You said a scheduled appointment, and I was like, I wonder if Sneezy's actually going to go and proof of mullet it, and he did it after Brent already took the lead. Brent on the speaker box. What up, Brent?
Yo, I just want to drop some love for the mullet. Sneezy, your mullet trumps my mullet like you wouldn't believe. But when my wife came home and saw my mullet, she said, "Oh my God, no, you didn't." And within 2 minutes, I kid you not, 2 minutes, she was like, "You know what? That looks really good. I really like that on you." My wife was hitting on me with a mullet. So I don't want to say it's a game changer. I don't want to say it's going to change your life. But it is a game changer, and it will change your life. Okay.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, we don't dole out financial advice in this space, but I dare say my financial advice would be get a mullet. That's as close as you're gonna get from FA for me.
Well, we can do life advice, right? Life advice.
Yeah, there we go. LA. Oh yeah, mullet advice. What can a mullet do for you?
Oh my gosh.
No, dude. Honestly, I love it. I like to see the energy around Hair Token. I love to see guys like David and Avery getting involved. I think Avery was the one who coined #different_mullet, and David was the one who coined proof of mullet chain.
Both of those tweets need to go on the Jumbotron. I think I missed Avery's different mullet tweet.
I got you, bro.
So, Sneezy, what do we got cooking for today's episode? Do we want to run through a little bit of what
So
episode 28 is going to be?
you can give the quick structure, and then I think get into it.
Okay, let's. I was about to say let's freaking mullet, but okay.
Bro, dude, sorry, sir. This is a proof of mullet chain. If you're going to
Proof
be
of
rocking that, we're going to need to see some proof of mullet.
imagine this is, oh my gosh, don't even. All right, so here we go. The episode 28, we're trying to blend together, I think, things that we love and care about. So we're going to be kicking off for the first 30 minutes or so of all of the ecosystem updates and statistics, really. So we're going to run through a lot of the data that's been shared by the amazing analysts that are across the Aptos chain with Hamed, Azin. We got the Aptos Daily Squad that's out there throwing some data. We got Bonkers, Bonk for Life, Bunky for Life. So we got some amazing data to be running through and chatting about, just to highlight the impacts over the past week and some of the time that's passed. And then from that, we're going to be migrating into an amazing conversation with two awesome projects that, I think one repeat project that we're excited to have back up into the Aptos After Dark, and one new first time joiner with, so APTopia, first time joining us, and Mirage Protocol as their second time joining on the stage. So yeah, super excited about the back half and second part of what we got cooking on After Dark episode 28.
Let's go.
How'd I
Who
do?
do you want? That was brilliant. Absolutely smashing.
Let's go.
I mean,
Okay.
I would have maybe churched it up a little bit talking about Mirage and APTopia. Like, I really think one like.
Oh, well, once I get up here, I think
Okay,
we're gonna have to.
all right. I'll save it.
Uh,
I'll blow smoke up their ass in good time, is what you're saying. Okay, all right,
there you go. Delay the smoke up the.
all
Oh my
right. Fair
gosh.
enough. Then let's get to the statistics. Who do we want to start with? Christina, Aptos all day. There's a couple good recaps this week.
Yeah, dealer, you got it. Lead the way.
Ooh, I'm gonna try and navigate the DMs on this account.
Oh, you know what? I didn't pin just Christina's. How
Yeah,
terrible of
not
me.
dude.
Okay,
You're
just
SOL.
pinned
I'm
right.
no help. I don't have that
What?
chat on this account.
I literally just I got it to the top. Don't worry. It's the most recent one, but we got all of them pinned to the top, so I think we got the data covered right now. So let's jump in. Yeah.
Sorry, just finding my page. Started with Aptos all day. The last 7 days on Aptos, total transactions, holy 14.4 million, and that's down 0.3%. Total value locked is up to 71.8 million APT. Total active addresses is 1 million. Returning addresses 509,000. Average gas spent 0.00024 APT, which is down 8%.
That's insane. Also, shout out to Aptos Daily. I don't know if they've been doing data and we've just totally missed it for the past 6 months, but this is great. Big fan of seeing this kind of like roundups and data that they're doing. So really cool.
So I love that we have so many analysts, and I would love to see more of the community members grab onto that data and bull post about it.
Right, dude. I mean, I don't know. Like our
So they're like, I guarantee you, Azin and Christina and Ahmed, they are not going to be mad if you're quote retweeting their tweets and bull posting on their analytics.
our down days are still, or down weeks, I should say, are still looking pretty darn healthy. Pretty darn healthy. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased, but that some of these data points are pretty strong. And I mean, we got Bunky for Life, which is he felt like putting his mathematical skills to the test in studying Aptos. In the past 3 weeks, there's been 1.8 million new users that's joined the ecosystem, which is yeah, I don't know. He ended up breaking this down into 3,600 600 seconds in an hour, 86,400 seconds in a day, 604,800 seconds in a week, and 1.8 million seconds in 3 weeks. If 1.8 million new users join in Aptos in the past 3 weeks, it means every second at least one new unique user gets on board into the Aptos ecosystem. Insane. And he actually, he ended up doing a little graphical interface there, which is cool in the pin tweet. So pretty cool. That's like an interesting, unique approach to sharing some data, which is every second we have a new user joining Aptos, which is wild to say, because I don't think that's too common. I don't know, but also different approach.
I'm here for it. And Bonky, like, shout out to him. Shout out to guys like Syllabus. Like, I love seeing all these new community members come in and just like hit the ground running. We'll get into it, but I think APTopia is helping onboard a lot of those people.
Let's go. I can't wait to talk with them. So that's going to be an exciting conversation to get more into what APTopia is building and what they're doing. So we got Azen, Ahmed, Christina. Any particular order you want to kind of jump through with kind of the three that have been really around? I feel like we really touch on week after week, which have been awesome to see.
I'm looking at Ahmed's post or Azen's post right now with the hot projects with Shingari contributing 1.57 million transactions, Hive Network 636K transactions, Switchboard XYZ. I need to look into that. I don't know what that is. 434K. K-Cash with 312K, and KYD Labs with 219K.
That's actually pretty cool that we're figuring out a project based on them driving hundreds of thousands of
how many transactions? Yeah, 100%.
It's pretty darn cool. And just to keep in mind, like, this is a report based on September 9th to September 15th data, for this particular ASIN report here. So, I mean, it's very, very cool. Active projects with over 1,400 active projects, and the most active day was September 11th with 219 active projects, which is interesting slice of data there. Just like the total active and with the most active day. So how many people are calling and using projects on a specific day. That's cool. The following ones are also really unique and interesting, where this is slightly different than what we've heard in the past, but like, dude, the last week alone, little over 15 million transactions, slightly different than what we just mentioned before, but again, it's all dependent on the exact criteria of filtering. So at least with this one, we kind of know that range. The busiest day, again, being September 11th, with more than 2.14 million transactions in a single day. Again, anytime we report in these daily transactions hitting multiple millions, it is kind of wild as a user. Like, during that day, I don't know about you, Sneezy or Brent, but like, I never feel the impact of when we're having and processing multiple millions of transactions in a single day as a user. Like, it just seems like a normal day. And then like we come and do this report, and like as we're putting it all together, I'm like, holy cow! Like, we didn't feel this at all.
Like, at all.
Kudos to the blockchain team for figuring all that out, which hasn't been figured out by any other blockchain. Keeping transactions costs low and time to finality almost comparable to no traffic. We do frequent tests. I'm so excited when one of the blockchain people are like, "Hey, Brent, can you check this out while we're doing some load tests? We're gonna get up to like 10K TPS." And I'm like, "Holy shit!" Yes, I'm there, man. I'll watch as you try to like break other blockchains' records. And then Petra Wallet is showing the transaction times, and it's all crazy. It's they're absolute gigachads, gigabrains, amazing folks, creating an amazing thing in Aptos.
Well-deserved shout out, to say the least. And boy, would we love to have anyone on the blockchain team come and join us in an After Dark at some point. Holy cow, would that be that would be an amazing episode.
They're probably still working, but dude, I'll put out the call. I'll see if we can get them to the next one or something.
Oh my gosh, holy cow! We're just gonna just have some awesome individuals just building legendary technology.
like some of the smartest people on the planet, not just in space.
I don't even know what to ask him. Like how are you so awesome?
Bro,
That would
like
be my dumb question.
That's the kickoff.
that's I mean, like watching Moon Shiesty and Dr. Greasecam talk about Move 2.0. And like I'm just sitting there like a fly on the wall, like trying to understand what they're talking about. But like they're also talking about it in a way that like even with no experience or background in that, I could still follow what they were talking about. Crazy smart, but like crazy eloquent people. Yeah,
Let's go. Built different.
that's right.
All right,
All right.
Sneezy. We got Christina, we got Hamed. Anything you want to pull out of the additional like data points that we have here? Because they do have some, Hamed's got some different unique data points that he's calling out here. There's Christina's also got some cool visualizations as well in different data points.
Christina's just very damn bullish. Like hers is about the bridges. So let's go to that one.
Let's do it.
The weekly bridge stats. 2.5K bridges, weekly volume bridged 1.8 million, and weekly active users 1.4K.
Okay.
5.2 million bridges total and $1.7 billion in total bridge volume.
I'm sorry, did you just casually just say $1.7 billion?
1.7 with a B, yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
casually.
just making sure. Just making sure we're just restating that's a B that we're just mentioning in a passing here. $1.7 billion has been bridged to Aptos. Okay, yeah. Episode 28. That is insane.
We gotta go back and listen to some of the earlier episodes.
Yes, we do. Yeah, I mean that's honestly saying these numbers out loud makes
like
exactly that point.
Yeah, 100%. Because like I feel like we used to be talking about like 200,000K weekly, and this is in the span of like 9 months.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, we definitely at some point we gotta do like a year in review of Aptos After Dark slash after
No,
Aptos.
see, I appreciate that. That shows you know me, giving me 5 months sleep time.
There we go.
I have
Oh
complete
my
faith
gosh.
Sneezy will get this done. Not in any kind of good time. No.
Hey, I mean that also sounds pretty good too. I don't know. We're buttoning it up. Year in review. Oh my gosh. I mean, I will shout out Hamed. He's doing Owings Hamed has added now weekly active users or wow is the term I think most people use when it comes to this kind of statistic with 930,000 weekly active users. That's pretty insane. And it says, yeah, just like with nearly 1 million active users weekly, Aptos is, yeah, and then he goes into like describing a little bit more of the Aptos community, but like, yeah, just roughly 1 million weekly active users. Yeah, that's pretty incredible. I don't know. It's a large number of just people using the chain on a weekly basis. And I bet you the way he defines weekly is like transaction processed, if I had to take a guess, or some, at least one greater than one. Again, it's not really defining because I haven't gone through the code of exactly how, like what the query is to define an active user. But I mean, that would make sense, right? I don't know. Like you've done something on chain which defines you as active.
I would think that means you would have at least one transaction you approved.
Yeah, so that's kind of wild.
Like one on-chain interaction, I would think would make you a weekly active.
It's like, it's 1 million people processing transactions at least once. Not bad.
I think a lot of that is coming from like Shingari and those types of users. That there's so much coming to Aptos, like people that are building high throughput, high transactionary protocols. Like I can't wait until we're really starting to test the blockchain.
Right. Oh my gosh. I feel like we got to be very close to, not very close to testing, but very close to having like more high throughput projects that are coming on. We got
Where the
Aptos coming.
12K, yeah, where the 12K TPS is a normal occurrence, not the one-off because there's a big.
Dude, 100%. Exactly. So that's going to be a really fun time. Maybe fun for us as users, maybe a little stressful for maybe others. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's when we end up luckily having, or maybe that's the worst time to potentially have someone on the blockchain team joining. As we're over here just processing 12,000 TPS daily. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm very bullish and excited. There's a lot of projects on the way here and pushing that throughput at a crazy level. So toss us down there.
I'm definitely excited to talk to Mirage about how they're going to change DeFi. They've got a vision of something that doesn't exist anywhere on any other chain.
Oh my God. Let's go. I mean, are we gonna close out stats?
Oh, I gotta go to Mo for the stats before we close out. He says, in case you missed it, a few days ago, Aptos did 3,766 transactions per second, 326 million in one day. Fees as low as 0.00005 per transaction without changes in success rate or fees. We are so ready and we're coming for you, Zuck. 1,000 transactions per second during peak is PayPal, 10,000 transactions per second during peak is Steam, and 100,000 transactions per second globally is Facebook.
Dude,
And
oh my
Mo's
God.
Mo's essentially saying we're coming for 100,000 transactions.
This is the most bullish tweet ever.
Right?
Already
like, especially with
PayPal.
the way to him throwing it back at Zuck. Like, I'm here for it.
I am so here for it. And the fact that they also put like basically the increments here and with companies that I think people recognize pretty easily globally, that's a pretty pretty good way to frame what the target is and what we're coming for. So holy cow, what the F, Brent?
Like I said, well, let's go to Brent.
Yo, was there a tweet about the million K TPS, million TPS project?
What?
Did you guys see a tweet about that?
No,
I don't think so. What?
Oh my God. Never mind. I'm gonna go back on mute. I might be dropping too much alpha on Aptos After Dark.
Redacted. We definitely aren't going to clip it for YouTube short. There's no way we would do that.
Brent, I love you. Holy cow. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Man, just is that the best way to close out stats time right there, Sneezy? I think we're at the mark.
No, dude, look at us go. Look at us go.
Are we like professionals or something?
Bro, almost like we're stepping our game up.
I don't know. This is really good timing.
So that being said, let's throw to Mason joining us from Mirage Protocol. Welcome to Aptos After Dark. The floor is yours if you would like to give us a little introduction. I know this is your second time here, but hopefully we got some new listeners who maybe didn't hear the first time.
Yo, what's good, everyone? Glad to be here. It's just me today. I think Mushai's asleep because we're like still jet lagged somehow, even though we got back a week ago. Yeah, it was nice to finally see you in person, Sneezy.
Bro,
that was elite.
Meeting the Mirage team was a highlight, and like you, Moon Shiesty, and Sol Dope, just three gems of human beings. And like the fact that you're Giga Chads and like what you're building is just a plus. I just like hanging out with you guys. You're good humans.
Yeah, bro, that was a lot of fun. Oh, wow. Speaking of the devil, Mushai must have woken up. When I left his house, he was asleep. And I biked over to my place and almost died of heat exhaustion on the way, but I'm glad I made it. That was a good intro. I like the stats. Most stats were crazy, right? And then Brent, I guess, just reached the giga the giga alpha million TPS, but I guess we'll hear about that later. So I guess I'll give a quick little shill about Mirage, and then maybe we can chat into more specifics. But to put it simply, like our goal with Mirage is just to give the idle liquidity on Aptos a way to generate additional yield. So right now in Aptos, there's a ton of idle assets, idle Aptos, particularly liquid staked Aptos, that doesn't have use for additional yield generation. And so the way we unlock it is with a CDP stablecoin, MUSD. It's super similar to how MakerDAO and their stablecoin DAI functions. So if you're not familiar, users deposit collateral, mint the stablecoin, and then they can use the stablecoin across the ecosystem. And when they want to withdraw their collateral, they have to repay the stablecoin. Where we think Maker sort of falls short is their stablecoin doesn't earn any yield by itself. It actually has like a small APR that the protocol charges to keep the whole system stable and pump their treasury, pump their bags. So while it still provides like the liquidity transformation and you can use DAI and a bunch of strategies to generate yield, it requires kind of more active management to do so. But still, that functionality alone makes it like a really good DeFi OG. They have a gazillion dollars in TVL, and Thala on Aptos is actually very similar. They sort of took that model, and they also have a good TVL and one of the top products on Aptos. But we kind of wanted to take it a step further and actually like generate yield for our users. And the way we do that is by allowing DeFi protocols to build on top of our MUSD stablecoin liquidity, and then in return, they get a percentage of the fees from those protocols. So we built the first sort of DeFi protocol on top of our liquidity, the Mirage Market. It's a super high performance perp stacks, and maybe we can get into like some of the features later on. But I guess the important part is that 70% of the fees go back to our LPs who minted MUSD, and the way those fees go back to them is through repaying the amount of MUSD needed to unlock their collateral. That way, like the stablecoin stake go onto that dollar, it repays the amount of MUSD needed to unlock your collateral. So one way to think of it is like it's like a self-repaying loan. You lock your collateral, you mint MUSD. In essence, you take out a loan on MUSD, and then as the protocols generate yield, it repays your debt eventually back to zero. Compare that to like a money market like Ares or Aave, and you take out a loan, a stablecoin loan, you're actually paying interest on that, 5 or 6%, whatever it is. So this is like, it earns you yield instead of cost you yield. And then we built the perp stacks because trading is something we're passionate about. Shiesty has a HFT TradFi background. I'm just like a DeFi degen, so we kind of wanted to build that ourselves, but we really want to open up the Mirage platform to other builders and see what they can come up with. We also have other ideas of things we want to build on our own, like options, prediction markets, leverage tokens. It's a super like future-proof and modular model. We can turn things off if they're not generating fees. We can turn things back on if they are, or spin new things up. So yeah, we're super excited to launch. I know last time we were on the space, our launch was coming soon, and it's still coming soon, sooner than last time, but super soon. I can't say a date, but end of September would be amazing. October is probably looking more likely.
We're going to be here for the launch. We're going to be here whenever you launch to support it 100%. I'm very stoked for that. I'm active Merkle trader and earning 50% on the LPs. So very excited for 70%. And dude, congratulations on all the hard work. I know I talked to you guys when you were still working on some of the test net and the images and stuff like that, but it's a massive undertaking, small team, and y'all are absolutely crushing it. I don't care if last time you were here you said it was close to launch. Launch is when launch happens, man. We'll be ready for you when you're there.
No, exactly, and I appreciate that. And we still actually have some things to figure out on sort of the NFT side of things. But you've been super helpful so far, and yeah, we're excited to do that. I guess one thing I want to add, because you mentioned Merkle, we sort of designed our stablecoin to be super composable with these other ecosystems. So one thing we're looking into is actually accepting Merkle LP as collateral for the stablecoin. So you can still earn that 50% you do on Merkle, but you can deposit it into Mirage, and then you're earning like double perps yield in a sense. So we want to maintain the composability and just like put all the liquidity on Aptos to the best use, most capital efficient use possible.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Let's go.
My brain just blew up a little bit. That's so awesome.
So legit. Yeah. Sorry, I wanted to circle back to the last time you were here. You guys were close to launch. There's been how many AIPs that have been approved since the last time you were here? I I don't think it's just fair to say that you guys are taking your time to launch. I think one of the big reasons you're doing so is because Aptos is constantly upgrading. And I know you guys are fucking Giga Chads, giant nerds, and the more stuff that they're making possible is making more of what Mirage can be possible. So I think
Oh
you guys
yeah,
should get some
definitely.
credit for holding off to make sure that you're integrating the newest, most up to date versions.
Right. I'm actually, I'm eager to launch, but I'm also glad we've taken our time. We've really fleshed things out. Um, it's hard not to just keep adding and adding and adding things. Me and Moonshine just talking today about adding more stuff. But yeah, Aptos team ships super fast, faster than us. Luckily, a lot of major things are done. Coin to FA standards out. We have that completely integrated. When Aptos objects sort of hit the scene, we built that into our system as well. But yeah, they ship faster than us, so we got to get out so we can sort of catch up a little bit.
Just a quick reminder, it's you guys were on episode 18, 10 episodes ago. How time has flown. Holy cow. Like it's awesome to see the progress and where you're at today and the what's like so like pretty like realistic as Sneezy said, like 10 episodes, a lot of shift from Aptos, and a lot of ups and downs and a lot of exciting moments that have like leading to where you guys are today from your side and internal and the different adjustments you said and the going slow but going fast at once. It's like really awesome to see. So yeah.
Right. And there's really kind of a lot of pressure, especially in crypto, like ship fast, you got to get it out, you're going to miss this moment. And we've like sort of bought into that FOMO a lot before, but now we're kind of like at a Zen mode. We're going to launch when we're ready. We're going to launch when everything's the way we want it to be. And it's really a privilege that we have, not many people can do that. We are broke, so at some point we got to launch, but taking our time has only made it 10 times better. So yeah, I'm super excited where we've gone, where we've gotten, and next month is going to be super exciting.
Well,
I think so episode 18, so that's 10 weeks. I think swaps took me longer than 10 weeks, which is a single feature in a mobile app. So a 10-week delay is nothing in the grand scheme of software development. So yeah, man, I hope everyone realizes that that's like polish for what these guys are doing. They're absolutely, it's a level above a swap feature taking 10 weeks. Keep crushing it, Mason. You got this whole audience, and you got like the entire Aptos ecosystem behind you and rooting for you. We're excited for it.
So 100%. I think that's one of the biggest things is you guys still have a lot of hype and a lot of excitement. Like the whole knowing that David is as excited and as bullish and pushing you guys as hard as he is, calling you the best DeFi protocol to never have launched. Like, it'll be worth the wait. Cool shit takes time.
That's funny. I never heard David say that. He's funny though, but yeah, I'm excited to show him. He's gonna love it.
So it's nothing but love. I think it was almost a year. He was giving JC the same spiel, the best social fi app to never have launched.
oh my gosh, his episode with us with JC on it was amazing. If you haven't listened, Mason, you definitely should listen back to that one. And it's a good one.
Yeah. I think David needs to do more spaces, man. He's so cool to listen to, and he really covers it all. He can get super technical. He can talk NFTs forever. Yeah, they need to put that guy out on public display every day.
I could not agree more. I could not agree more.
It was awesome hanging out with him on the space. Like seriously, it was a blast.
That's just it. He's crazy smart, but like you said, he's equal part degen. Like can talk meme tokens and NFTs and then explain the inner workings of how Aptos works.
Brett with a hand.
Yo, you guys are so respectful of the hand. I feel like such a nerd every time I raise my hand. But yo, Mason, is it cool if I let folks know how we almost crossed paths before this, and then I have another follow-on question, whether that is yes or no.
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
So Mason and I both worked at Amazon at the same time, and I was on floor 6 in the confidential building, and Mason was on floor 5. Was it floor 5?
Okay, that was Saul Dope. That was our other team member.
Oh no, dude! I was just looking back through our messages, and I was like, wait, I thought I talked to Saul, but
yeah, that was Saul Dope.
Oh man. Well, okay. Hey, do you mind if I tell the story of how me and Saul interacted?
yeah. I haven't heard this, so.
So he actually, we were on a call talking about one of the AIPs for the NFT generation, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I came from Amazon." And I was like, "Oh, me too. I was at Lab 126, and Lab 126 is a huge organization. It's like 5,000 people in the San Jose area in multiple buildings." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I was in SJC 14. That was our building." And he was like, "Me too." And it was the confidential building. So most of the floors were like the confidential projects, and floors 6, 7, and 8 were all Astro, which was the home robot that moves around your house. And I was working on the mobile app for that. And he was like, "My God, I was on floor 5." And he dropped some names. I didn't know the names. And I was like, "Oh my God, like, dude, we almost met in real life. This is absolutely crazy." So anyway, now that I've told the story of how me and Saul Dope interacted, I don't know if people's PFPs and their profile names are their real names or not. So maybe that's why I got confused. But my question is, how do we support the launch? Like, when you guys are ready to go, what do you need us to do? Retweets, likes, follows. I'm definitely going to be on the platform. I played with testnet a little bit just to see how the NFT, the SVG generation for like the changes in your balances were working. I'm excited to test out mainnet. I'm excited to degen into mainnet. What could the average person do? What could the degen person do? How can we help the Mirage Protocol launch?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, you specifically, we actually still have to figure out some things on the Petra side, but I think the average person on Aptos probably is holding Aptos or liquid staked Aptos, and maybe if they went a step further, have it generating some low amount of yield on like a loan lens somewhere. So yeah, if you really want to support Mirage, it would be an early adopter, and you deposit that Aptos or liquid staked Aptos onto our platform. We're going to slowly roll out collateral support. So on day one, it will just be Aptos and USDC, or I guess I should say USDT. Or, well, I don't want to leak too much, but maybe I'll say both. But yeah, so if you have those idle assets and you want to support day one, I think that's the good way to do it. And I think people that do that might get rewarded, along the way, somewhere down the line.
Ooh, there's your Alpha After Dark. Let's go.
Let's go. Man, big episode for Alpha tonight. Holy. Let's go, Mason. Thank you for sharing how we can support. Great question, by the way, Brent. Like, that's super true. Like, call to actions for us to be ready and prepared. And man, I think these hit the nail on the head on what we want to be doing.
All right. I'm going to circle back to some of the other additional stuff that you guys have cooking on top of launch. And I don't know if you can speak on it as much as Moonshine did. I don't know if it's his baby, but did you want to talk about what you're going to be doing with NFTs?
Yeah, so this is kind of like one of the big changes we made. Going from Aptos Coin to fungible assets, we kind of made a lot of switches, changes around then. So basically, every trade and every debt position is an NFT. It's a dynamic NFT. So if you open a position, you'll get an NFT in your wallet that has your entry price, your liquidation price, your current P&L, and um, we're working with Petra to get it displayed properly in the wallet. But right now on the Aptos Explorer, at least, it'll refresh. You refresh the page and that refreshes. The idea is you can check on your positions from your wallet without having to open Mirage. You can also swap them between accounts, and there's kind of a lot of interesting things that can be done there. Same with the vaults on the debt side. I don't know if you've ever had to unwind a position on a loan lend. It's kind of annoying. Like you might need to bridge more capital in to unlock your collateral and get it out. But with Falsus NFTs, it opens up an avenue for you to just sell it on a third-party marketplace, taking a little cut, I'm sure. It just opens up use cases. We haven't even figured them out totally. It just fits in with our vision of being modular and being super composable with the ecosystem. So it's not just a token that should be, composable. It should be everything. So every trade is an NFT, every vault is an NFT, and we're sort of letting the users decide what they want to do with it. For us, we can do interesting things. We can airdrop positions, airdrop 100x long if we wanted to. And then, it just creates that extra level of flexibility that we're excited to see where people take it. For me, on testnet, I've used it to make a bunch of positions, and then I trade all the good ones to my mace1.petra name, and then that way I can be on the top of the leaderboard. I close them out on my other account. So I'm top of the P&L leaderboard. Well, I would be if I closed out right now. I'm actually kind of just sitting on huge positions. But yeah, I'm
Let's
excited
go.
to see, where everyone takes it.
Yeah, dude, I'm very excited that you touched on that because I love talking to you guys at the experience just about your vision and how you really want to give full control of assets, whether that's positions, whether that's making your tokens earn for you. Like it's really just adding to Aptos's vision of us being our own banks.
Right, and we have all these things: super high performance, super low gas fees. I mean, you couldn't do what we're doing on a different chain. It would be annoying or slow,
Bro,
or just too complex.
even on like a moderately inexpensive L2, we're still talking dollars of gas being able to do what you guys want to do.
Right, minting an NFT every trade, that would just turn people off. But it's not an issue. It's an extra cent.
Like a fraction of a cent. I
Aptos
love
is
it.
sick like that. Oh my gosh.
So, and that's why something like what Mirage is doing, I'm an NFT nerd. This is something that will get me more into trading. And just added onto the fact that it's next to free for me to be playing around with it. Whereas on any other chain,
Right.
there's a much higher barrier of entry before I even start making any kind of gains.
And that's considering if the whole minting of an NFT was also possible or happening on chain, like, just the big assumption there. But like, see, I think you and I have talked about this a bunch. We aren't really DeFi people, but we've learned a lot since we've started this show. And I think we've both become pretty familiarized with it because of the ability to F around and find out without the costs associated with that, other than us not fully understanding some of the impacts of leverage trading, for example, with me specifically. So yeah, I mean, this is super exciting, to be honest. I agree. Maybe I'm not as much of an NFT person as Sneezy for sure, but I do love the idea of pushing bounds that and ownership to us as individuals and being able to create experiences that are basically empowered because of what's truly possible on chain without the limitations that we're accustomed to because of what Aptos provides us. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah, and I just want to add, talking to you guys has actually given us ideas as well. I think in the last space, one of you guys, maybe it was Broke Pecker down there, or one of you guys had the idea of like, if we had some sort of character who, as your P&L went up or down, they got poorer or they got more, traits on the NFT. And we've really been thinking about, how exactly to implement that. And if we didn't have a million other things to square off, we would have done so already. And it's something we're definitely exploring.
That is epic. Hearing the fun ideas and then considering and potentially implementing it's when you're broke, you're broke.
We want something for everyone. We want something for everyone on Mirage, whether it's just an NFT, or you're actually going 100x and changing your life. We want there to be something for everyone.
So
Brent, I see your hand.
I was just gonna say we're gonna go to Brent's hand before it falls off.
Yo, sorry, I was sending Saul a note Man, I heard so many things. That sounds awesome with what Bro Pecker recommended. I think my life motto is now going to be, I want to be sitting on large positions. I think I heard you say that, Mason. But I'm reaching out to Saul to make sure that we can like connect and figure out testnet and make sure that Petra is working 100% in testnet, exactly how you hoped, so that when you launch on mainnet, whether that be end of September, early October, or 2025, we're there and ready for you, because I think it's gonna be awesome, and we want to be the ones that, like, I don't know, are there and ready for you and are refreshing NFTs with the frequency that we need to in order to have the best UX and all of that. So I'm sending him a note right now. That's why it took me a second to get to the mic, and I'm going to be working on large positions to that I need to close, like you said.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, I really appreciate that. We love Petra, and we think that integration is going to be OD.
So I think everybody loves Petra. Petra's the wallet of the people. Yeah.
I will say I did download Nightly. It's a good wallet. I'm not leaving Petra anytime soon, but I had to show Nightly some love after their founder tweeted something good.
Yo,
No, I gotta
their
check it
founder,
out too.
hey, no, I think as a dev on Petra Wallet, I want everybody to go check out Nightly. And can you please use this sound clip and send it to the Nightly founder? I think they're doing great stuff. I think they're working super hard. They're ahead of the curve. They're seeing stuff that's coming down the pipeline and getting to it. And I think the thing that is best for people in the Aptos community is to have competition among wallets, to have choices. Man, I hope Petra is always the number one spot, but it'd be good for us to be a number two and have Nightly kick our asses for a little bit, and us, like, come to Jesus moment and get out there and try to beat them. They're doing great stuff. Go check it out. Go check out their wallet. Go download it. Play around with it, and yeah, man, Mason, I 100% hear you. I saw some of his tweets recently, and I'm like, oh, this dude's like, he's tuned in. He knows what's going on. He's like, so I'm gonna aspire to be more like him, and I hope everybody else continues to challenge me and the rest of the Petra team to be the best every day.
That is 100% what's up. Competition is good for everybody in the ecosystem. It's good for you guys.
Best for
It's good for the users. And like, honestly, check out the Nightly wallet. It's a tough go as a wallet. It can be difficult figuring out how to keep that sustainable. And that sucks because you guys are also providing an obvious essential service to everybody in the ecosystem. So I don't know what the best call to arms is to help them out, but I would think that download the wallet and either create a new wallet or import one of your wallets and check it out. Probably rate it on the App Store.
That probably rated. Let's go. Let's go.
Yo, actually, hey, I'm not allowed to do this for Petra. I'm not allowed to like ask for people to rate Petra highly. So don't take this as that kind of ask. But yeah, go download Nightly and give it the rating on the App Store or Play Store that you think it deserves. Because I think I have it downloaded. I use it. I have like a whole screen on iOS of other wallets that I use on a regular basis, and yeah, go give them some love. Go give them support. They decided to help out the Aptos ecosystem and support Aptos, and I think we should all support them 100%.
Yeah, 100%. That being said, Petra's still my wallet of choice.
We love Petra.
That being said, I still love you.
Yeah, I think perfect time. Quick reset. We got APTopia up here, and we got Ahmed from KYD Labs. Ticketing. Let's go. Talking about another use case that's just going to add massive TPS.
What up?
Yo. Can you guys hear me?
Yo, what's up, Rocky?
I'm chilling, man. How are you guys?
Doing fantastic.
That's awesome. It's literally after dark here. I'm in the States, East Coast, and I got to take a drive. So forgive me if it cuts out a little bit. But happy to be here. Love what I'm listening to. or herein rather. I think for some of you, the first there's
Oh no, you're
Yeah,
breaking
we
up.
lost you, bro.
Rocky. If you just got in the car, it's the slow disconnect from the Wi-Fi to the network. You guys all experienced it.
you guys. Can you guys hear me?
Yep, you're back.
You're back now. Yep.
Oh man, sorry about that. So I'm probably gonna hit a dead spot. What was the last thing you guys heard?
That this is the first time a bunch have probably and then nothing.
Oh man. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, I was just saying that this is probably the first time you guys heard from me. Um, but I know I did another spaces with you, Sneezy, previously. So yeah, I just want to kind of do a brief introduction. Let me just go over this dead spot. I want to make sure you guys catch everything. Just give me 1 second.
Yo, you know what?
All right,
Give us 2 minutes. We're gonna do the reset of the room for the space, and then we'll come back to you.
that sounds good. That sounds like a plan.
Let's go. That's right.
Oh, I'm here. Oh, sorry. So if it's your first time here, welcome to Aptos After Dark, where we discuss everything going on Aptos over the past week, joined by awesome individuals, hosted by myself, Atreyu, and Sneezy. If you're enjoying the content that you're listening to, please give us a like on our new X handle, Aptos After Dark, or on Spotify or YouTube. You can drop a follow or subscribe as we publish all content across channels to whatever is most convenient for you.
Let's go. One thing you're never gonna find here is any kind of financial advice. Just a bunch of dope human beings talking about all the cool stuff going on in the Aptos ecosystem. If you do vibe with anything that we're talking about this evening, or while you're listening back, get a Petra wallet, get involved. It's that simple. And give us a like, give us a follow on Spotify, on YouTube. Help us bring Aptos to a wider audience.
Let's go. Red with the hand.
Yeah.
Dare I say, get a Petra wallet and a nightly wallet? Is that too soon? I don't know.
I love you, Brett. That's awesome. Let's
I
go.
love you. Yes. Do that. Get a nightly wallet as well.
All right. Rocky, how we doing? Dead zone? Yay or nay?
Yeah, we're good. We're good,
Look
man.
at that.
I'm back. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah. So just wanted to do a brief introduction. I'm Rocky. Been in the space since 2017. Currently APTopia. There's three of us managing that account. We have lots of goodies on the way. But let me just kind of go over what we're doing exactly, because there's a lot of questions that we get in our waiting room. The guys in a private and actually in an Aptopia private room, like they know what's going on, they know what's up. But yeah, so Aptopia is just a group of us that we believe in the ecosystem. We believe um, that it's going to get sent. We're longtime bag holders, and we truly feel like it's going to flip other L1s and just do very, very well based on especially the current, the current news that has been broadcasted and stuff like that. So we came together. So my background, personally, I've been involved in many different communities, a lot more on the cult side. So like, I used to be a polka dot maximalist, and I was with, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a big cult group. It was like 20,000 members in the Telegram, and it was called Bag Hunters. And I was very involved in that from the beginning until it finally came to end for like about a year. And it was very successful. It actually brought the Polkadot ecosystem to life from a community standpoint. And, the bear market hit, everybody got screwed with the power chains, tons of people lost money. Even prior to that, there's like Chainlink, right? So you look at Chainlink, I was involved in that community with the Link Marines and stuff like that. And, that was super successful. That was the only project in 2018 that did like, it went from 80 cents to like $8 in the bear market, right? Super successful, and a lot of that had to do with the community, right? So what we believe, myself, Dan, and one other guy, we believe that in the Aptos ecosystem, there is a lot of talent. There's diehards that are super motivated, enthusiastic. There's a bunch of guys like Sneezy that really want to like bring the Aptos ecosystem together, right? From a community standpoint. So since I have the experience and Dan has the experience, Dan comes from the Monad community. He was like one of the elites there. Um, and, with his background and my background, we just came together. We were like, dude, like, let's do the same shit for Aptos. Like, we feel like that's the only thing that was missing. Like the glue to bring everyone together under a cult, right? Or cult-like environment. When you do that, it just makes everything louder, right? Whatever messaging that's being spewed out there, it just amplifies it when you do it collectively, right? So we decided, hey, let's make APTopia, and let's start shit posting, start creating a ton of content, um, and just really bring everyone together. So that's the biggest initiative that we're doing on the community front, right? So you look at, for example, Collective. They're doing an excellent job. So we want to be like a supplement to that, right? And work with, you know, all different projects. I know Dan was over there at the event, the recent the Aptos experience, and he met a bunch of different ecosystem uh, people there, and it was, the feedback that I got was like absolutely amazing. The vibes are there, right? So we just want to bring that together and just go to market, create this cult-like community where, we support each other. We're a unified voice. And what happens is, naturally, other people, they want to get involved. People that are not part of the Aptos ecosystem. I mean, today, we have a bunch of guys that came from the Monad community, and they're involved in APTopia because they love what they're seeing, all the bullish news. It was like perfect timing. So we want to continue growing that. We want to continue bringing everyone together and just have that vibe. So that's basically the gist of it. We have a lot more that we're currently doing. So there's something that's called a private chat called the Telegram APTopia, and there's a waiting room. So we get a lot of questions like, what are these two different Telegram chats? So the waiting room is a public group that you can join, and essentially, based on your level of contribution to the Aptos ecosystem, then you ascend. When you ascend to Aptopia, and Aptopia is only for the elites. And these guys and whoever's there have to be consistent with content creation, or just doing like just any contribution that you're doing for Aptos, like we're down. You're vibing with us, right? So we want to create that because that's how you identify the true, you know, uh, the true diehards. We just want to bring all the diehards together. So, and the way that you ascend, right? That's the terminology that we're using to ascend to Atopia from the waiting room, is just basically completing a mission. And the mission, we set it on a weekly basis. You create that mission, whether you're creating memes or tweet threads or whatever it is whatever skill that you have. I don't care if you're like a singer, you make a song, whatever it is, in real life events, whatever, art, any form of art, you submit that, we review it, and we select people to get to ascend to Aptopia. Now, once you get to Aptopia, it doesn't stop. You want to continue doing that. When you get there, you will have 1 week to complete whatever mission is set. And if you don't complete it, unfortunately, you will get cleansed. What does that mean? That means you will get removed from the group. And we just did our first cleanse, and it literally hurt me because there was a lot of good people that were part of there. They just didn't they didn't follow through. So, because we're not directly affiliated, we kind of set our own rules. We can do whatever we want. We can shit post. So sometimes you'll see like Aptopia, we'll say something that's a little bit saucy. because obviously it's just us. We can do it, right? So yeah, so that's the gist of what we're doing. Just to recap, just like bring everyone together as a unified voice. And I know the term cult has a negative connotation, but I think it's a good thing. I think that
It's different
having a
in
cult
Web3. It's
is
different in Web3.
it's different. Yeah, yeah, it's definitely different. So I think it's super powerful, and we believe that we're truly going to bring everyone together. And when people from the outside looking in, when they see that, they're going to be hyped. They're going to want to be a part of it. Like, wait, what are those guys doing? How do I do that? Oh shit, And at the same time, there's an education element, right? Because we're not just shit posting and a bunch of moon boys. No, we're just in all the great things that is happening in the Aptos ecosystem and just packaging it and shipping it to the community in a playful way, where it's easy to follow, understand, and things of that nature. So that's the gist. Um, you know, uh, would
I
love to
think
hear any
I
feedback.
I think
Yep.
one of the most important things, one of the things I'm most excited that Aptopia is going to bring to the ecosystem is that unifying force. I think we have a ton of extremely active community members. It's amplifying that reach by all the active people also recognizing what all the other active people in the ecosystem are doing. So by creating that private chat where you're essentially finding the most active contributors in the ecosystem and bringing them into this group, that's just going to amplify the reach of all of those thought leaders in the space. Like
One hundred
there's
percent.
no downside. Like, yeah, there's the cult condensation, whatever. Like at the end of the day, it's unifying the active community. And I don't know how much you can get into with how that's going to work in the future, but you alluded to it. There's going to be value in staying in that private chat.
100%. Yeah, I can't speak on that too much, but I mean, I think some of that, that's pretty obvious. With other ecosystem projects and you know getting them exposure and so on and so forth. Like that's pretty obvious. The one other thing that we want to do is that from this initiative, we want guys like yourself. There's some other guys like Bunky. Just give them a platform, amplify them because they make great content. They just don't have like that follower base yet, but give them that exposure so they can grow and continue doing what they're doing, which is great work. There's a lot of small accounts that do really good work, and we want to help bring that to the forefront for the ecosystem and have like a bunch. Imagine having like a bunch of like I can just see it now, like 10 to 20 Aptos intern accounts, but like quality intern accounts, right? Like that's like super powerful, and and it exists. It's there. We just want to be unified, like you said, Sneezy. Like that's what we need. And we see the potential. We see it. We feel it. There's so much excitement. There's a vibe too. Like there's like something special. Because I'll give you an example. When I was in the polka dot community, it was big, but it was very tribal within the community. So like you had bag hunters, then you had Spectra, which was not directly affiliated, but they were always like in competition. They were like two big groups. Low key, I was like I was a part of both of them, but I was more on the bag hunter side. But yeah, like you had these segregation, and I don't see that in apps. I see something like powerful, and I think it can do something special, right? So like if you think about a strong community, a strong community is always going to drive like so much value. I mean, even builders, right? A builder wants to build on a chain that has a user base or a community base for obvious reasons.
But yeah, that's
And
just it.
and
If
and
you show proof of concept of having like a ravenous couple thousand users that are unified behind the APTopia like cult, that's powerful. Like that's enough to get a lot of startups off the ground, or at least for them to prove their proof of concept.
Exactly.
Like like
That's
five people aligned can fuck shit up. You get a couple thousand people aligned, like you can fucking near anything's possible, man.
I don't want to shill. I'm not going to talk about another project because this is about Aptos, and I already mentioned it. But if you look at the strategy that other projects have done, they only have about 500 to 1,000 of these guys, elites, and they make so much noise, so much noise, right? So now we have Aptos. That's proven. Look at everything that's happening. We're in the market. There's actual. We're live. So imagine having 500 to 1,000 people on a daily basis getting loud. I'm telling you, that'll move the needle. Like, forget a needle. It's gonna move a mountain, bro. Like, it changes everything, right? And also, the last thing I'll say about it, you know, I think that there's a lot of hidden talent out there, but people aren't motivated. They're not mobilized. They're just like kind of like, yeah, I'm an artist, but I just do it for me and my friends. You know, what we want to tell, we want to get people like that are in the that are holding APT, get them excited. Like, hey, here's an opportunity. Do you have talent? All right, we mess with you. Look, we're gonna help you. We're gonna give you a platform to do that. Like we literally like APTopia, like we work with anyone, any project, anything you guys need, whatever builders is on here, like reach out, like whatever we can do to help. That is our sole purpose, to help the entire ecosystem from the community's standpoint and also outside of that, Um, yeah, that's all I wanted to add to that. But
Yo, that's what the fuck is
yeah,
up, man. Like honestly, that's what the fuck is up. Just radicalizing the community. I'm so here for it. So my only question is, when are we doing the giant APTopia meetup, and are we going to be able to sell the tickets through KYD Labs? What's up, Ahmed?
Ahmed, welcome. What up?
What up, motherfuckers? How you guys doing?
Yo, fucking vibing, bro. Bullish
You know
as fuck.
the vibes. You know the vibes. Come on now. I gotta come and swing by and see my boys. I promised I'd be here a couple times. I promised.
Dude,
Yo, that's what's up.
let's go. It's coming up with the energy. I love it. This is awesome.
love that energy.
Always high
Yeah.
energy.
I try, boys. I try. What's up? What's up to my Aptos community and the homies and everybody else? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, bro. Happy Monday. Yo, okay. It's been a couple weeks since you've been here, and I think like we've got a couple more people that are paying attention to what we're doing. Did you want to give a quick intro to yourself and to KYD Labs?
Yeah, sure. Hey
Yo,
guys.
floor is yours, bro.
All right. Hey guys, my name is Ahmed. I'm the co-founder and CEO of KYD Labs. A bit about me: prior to my crypto awakening, I was a product leader at Ticketmaster Live Nation, leader at Vivid Seats, and also did some great work at Yelp, where I created the Uber for home services. Always loved tickets, always loved the music industry. My mom's a musician. And at KYD, we do something pretty simple. We turn every artist and venue into their own Ticketmaster. We launched with Aptos when they went mainnet. Since last year, we're the first Web3 ticketing company on the planet to take a venue on chain. We're actually one of the first ticketing companies, period, to reach $1 million in sales in a short amount of time with 3 people. And yeah, dude, we had a pretty big week last week. We announced some big shows in New York. Action Bronson is going to be a killer. Shipwreck with their show is going to be dope. Bookie is going to be sick for Halloween. And yeah, it's been great. Fashion Week went really well. We sponsored a pretty cool, dope event with Archangel and some dope creatives. And we did a great tech dinner with the OVO team where we spoke with them and brought them in on just being able to learn more about what we do at Aptos and basically trying to inspire them to come build in a place that's a little bit more, I'd say, brand friendly than other chains. So It's dope. It's dope. And yeah, working on some.
Let's go.
Jeez, that was a
What?
huge intro.
What? sorry. I just had to get that out of my system. Carry on.
Yeah, it's like we try to keep a lot of so what we do is like we're well known in the music industry and to Web2 users. Like, we have over 100,000 active users to date, and all of them buy tickets, and we have like a 10% repeat rate. So like it's kind of crazy when I think about it. Like most of our users are non-crypto natives, but they're benefiting from having secure tickets, being able to resell their tickets, and we're cooking up some really dope stuff now around it's similar to what DGods is doing, but like imagine like you go to a show and you can't go anymore, and then you can tokenize your ticket, which is an NFT, into like USDT and get a refund for not being able to make it, or resell it in that way. And yeah, so we're thinking about some really cool stuff. Some big things are going to be launching out, some big concerts especially. And yeah, if you're in New York in the Aptos office and you're here this week, we might have Fabio Foreign pop into the office, say what up. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, it's been pretty cool.
Damn. Holy
Let's
cow.
go. Yo, I'm trying to look at the calendar. Like, when's Halloween?
So I mean, did you saw some problems, I guess, when your previous experiences, and then you're like, let's go and disrupt some stuff, basically. Is that kind of how I took it? Like, kind of like you saw some opportunities, some problems, and you went and changed it up.
Yeah, it's crazy because like, most people think the Web3 ticketing stuff is like music artists care about the resale stuff really, but it's actually the fan data stuff. When you're tokenizing ticket history, it's a huge benefit to artists figuring out where they're going to tour and to venues figuring out who to book, right? And like I tell everybody that's not used to the music space, I'm like, go search up where Green Day's performed in the past 7 years. You're probably not going to find it. They're like, it's such a mess, right? Like when you work at a big firm like Ticketmaster and you're working in product, you really see it, right? Like you have like 1,000 different product managers working on like code that's like 20 years old, dude. So for us, it's like the new world is, it's not going to be a world where you can barely handle load, you know what I mean? And you crash when you have 100,000 people hit your page. It's a world where, the artist is their own Ticketmaster. They sell direct, they own their data, everything's automated, and they can effectively make more money. And that's what it boils down to, right? There's no better use case, in my opinion, than doing that on Aptos and Move. It just makes sense. It's cheap. If you go on Tradeport or whatever you call it, like you can check us out. If you look at volume, you'll see a bunch of events, and they're all collections. And like at any given time, we hold 50 to 60% of sales volume on Aptos just through regular people. And I think that is how we look at NFTs, right? We look at it as purely like an NFT is always going to be something that gives rights back to a creator and a creative. And it's a smart contract, and it's powering not only like the rules behind that show, but it can be built upon, man. Like I'd love to see some people take our shit and just like build like the next streaming platform that gives you recommendations on shows that you've been to, or, going in and providing like an LLM that can predict if an artist is going to sell out. Like all that stuff is all possible because of the data we put on chain and the venues and artists that moved to us. Get it? Moved. It's kind of sick. But yeah, like it's been lit. Always here to like show y'all what we're doing, and hopefully some of y'all come ask questions, build, come to the office, smoke a blunt. I'm down for all that, the vibes. So yeah.
Let's go. Yeah, okay, so I forget what I had my hand up for originally now, but just in terms of like the proof of ownership and like having been at that concert, it also is an awesome way to be targeted for events that are relevant to you. Do you know what I mean? Like an advertiser can look at who went to a particular show and then target advertisements based off of that.
You've hit our dirty little secret. Yep.
Bro, like
that's literally what we sell. You just can't sell ticketing, you gotta be like, we're customer acquisition. So every wallet has their history of shows they've been to, right? It's like they went to Action, they went to Mike Nasty in New York, we're heavily focused on, New York, and we're heavily focused on LA. So like those are two markets that are our focus. And we say like the Aptos ecosystem, when we're building something like that, we don't try to go ticket teams in Turkey. We're not going to Europe. We're going to where it's hard. We're going up against Ticketmaster. We're going up against Dice, and that's our focus because it goes back to like the core tenets of being on Aptos, right? We're trying to really solve a real problem, and that's it in a nutshell,
Yeah, I remember what my first point was, and it was Arthur Hayes was talking about the similar benefits that you're talking about with bringing the ticketing and music industry onto the Aptos blockchain. it's the same with him in the money markets. It cuts out all the middlemen, and it is also a chain that is safe and fast and cheap. Like, yes, you could get the same benefits going to an L2 or to ETH, but then any of that benefit that the consumer is getting by cutting out the middleman, you're losing to gas and to other fees.
It
Building
doesn't.
this on Aptos, like you're cutting out all the middlemen in terms of the creator and the music standpoint. It's
Yeah.
brilliant.
You hit it on the head, and it needs to make money, right? I think most people forget, when you're looking at creating a model in any kind of capitalistic society, like we're building a business, right? We're a corporation, right? Not only does it have to drive value, but it has to be something that investors are willing to invest in, right? And that's like the core tenet here. I think, when I come from this industry where I know, like today's a good example. I just came from a show we had at LPR, and one of the support tickets I got was, I accidentally transferred my ticket to another number and I don't know what the number is. Like, these are issues happening with regular people on a Web2 experience, right? Like, people are very simple when they're doing their luxury experiences. Like, they just want it done, right? So what we built was effectively solving for that. Like, everything's seamless. It's all, powered on. It's all custodial today. We're working on a non-custodial solution like the Magic on Aptos right now, and it's like, it goes back to it, man. Like, if we want to onboard the next 10 million people, next 100 million users, right? It just needs to be as good, if not better, than existing experiences. And that's something that, like, I think David, our entire team is like heads down focused on. Like, there's not a day where, like, we sell any given month, like we have like 15 to 20,000 different people buying tickets, and it's just like the three of us in the Aptos office cooking up, getting the most. I think I should do a space one day just on some of the support tickets we get from users, bro. I don't know. I can't come. I need a refund. My mom is sick. Like, this is the type of shit you'll deal with. And it's cool because, like, I don't think there's a lot of people in the consumer space that can say that. And we're very fortunate to be here. And honestly, with builders like y'all, I really do hope you guys take a look at our module and, you guys say, hey, Ahmed, man, I want to build on some shit, and I'm down for it, dude. We're completely there for it.
So, dude, I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot more community meetups coming in the ecosystem. If you guys are focusing North America wise, I still think that there's going to be a lot of community meetups coming up, and it's definitely probably not the same scale you're working on, but yeah, I think there's definitely synergies there to collab and get some help and maybe guidance from you guys.
Yeah, I think I actually kind of like what Barachain did, where you just threw a they just threw a fucking festival, right? I think that could be a great way.
That's just it. Like, bro, the venues, like the having the booths and everything is awesome, but like, let's be honest, a lot of us in this space are fucking degens. We want to go, and if I'm gonna go hang out with a bunch of people from this space, I want to go somewhere where we can go fucking hang out and party. like, just being honest, like a festival makes so much more sense to me.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because in New York, like it's really random. We had like three awesome. We had like UGK in the office late night popping in, and this is the type of stuff that I think that serendipity is really fucking cool, because when you have like dope Web2 artists in the space, and they're not there because they're paid to be there, they're just paid because it's like, yo, you're solving a problem for us, so you can make us money, and it's a vibe, and everybody in the room here is super smart. We want to learn from them. Then it's a whole new vibe, man. It's like, it's just, you need that. Like, you need, that's the early internet. That's what spawned, you know what I mean? Like the Amazons, the Googles, the Metas, like that degen culture of like, let's just fucking have a good time, feel cool about it, feel good about ourselves, and build dope shit, with regular fucking people. And that is what, it boils down to for me,
Yo, let's fucking go. Atreyu, I hope you're ready to clip some of that shit because I'm amped the fuck up.
That was lit. Let's go. I can't wait for us to keep pushing the bounds here. And it's been really, honestly, it's cool to see how you've come from a space that you're like, oh, we can make this a lot better, and then like kind of light it up on basically all the capabilities that's possible through primarily like a chain like Aptos. So I'm friggin' bullish, and I'm hyped, and I can't wait to actually participate and us to hopefully have something like a community meetup, Sneezy, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's yeah, man, let's go.
Yo, dude, I'm still hyped up off of fucking Ahmed's speech. I'm riled up. Yo, like that APTopia, like that's the vibe. Just pushing the community. Like I don't have the stats in front of me, but I'm curious as to what the transaction per day volume is on Ticketmaster. But that comes back to like what KYD Labs is doing being possible and feasible on Aptos.
I will say this, and it's not really flexing on our side. It's like when you look, like we've been talking to Aptosaurs to get some of our metrics on there. Like we eclipsed like Rarible and like NFT sales volume like the past 7 days, and it was like I was like, holy shit, you know what I mean? I'll happily put it up, but like it and we're operating on such a small scale. If you were to put Ticketmaster's transactions on chain, you're looking at a comparable to major banks. Like $1 trillion in tickets are sold every fucking year. It's nuts. It's nuts. Like, and you're not even thinking of that's only primary. You're not even thinking about resale. How many tickets move and it's covertly like it's, dude. Yeah. Like tickets are in my mind like the closest thing that you can get to an asset that like it's a weird fucking thing. But what if you had like Taylor Swift tickets and you had a stable coin collateralized tickets?
They'll fractionalize in the Taylor Swift ticket. Like you get permission to the live stream I'll do from the concert.
Facts. It's so wild. The possibilities are endless, and we're just testing and learning. I hope we get to a day where we see a lot more people in the music space. Really, like I preferably would like to see more that are going into like the more real issues like ownership and commercial rights on music and all that stuff. It's very complicated. That's why I think we need a lot of experts in the space. But that is a space that I'm super interested and bullish on. But like ultimately, like it goes back to this, man. Dope shit breeds dope shit. Like music is like it keeps us all awake, it keeps us happy, sad. It's, you know what I mean? Those are the experiences that, you know, KYD stands for. It's like keep your distribution. You know, those experiences of being able to have fans be able to take those trusted moments and own those and not feel like they're getting destroyed on service fees. Like that's everything to us.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't agree more. And I think we talked about this the last time you were in the space. I'm bullish as hell on just what Web3 means for artists in the Web2 arena. It's cutting out the middlemen. It's giving them direct access to their community, to their fan base. It's allowing them to sell directly to that fan base. But like you said, there's I don't know how many $1 trillion the music industry is yearly, but it's a hard one to break into. Oh, and he's gone.
And he's gone. Man, that was epic though. Talk about getting
Dude,
hyped.
no shit. Yo, no cap between that and APTopia. I can see it, man. I can see a fucking militarized community.
Dude, the apt community, we stay fly. You know the vibes.
Oh, he's back.
Yo,
He's back just like that.
you know that
Good.
Ahmed, I'm not too far from New York, so we should probably do something. Get a couple guys from the East Coast. Sneezy, I think you could definitely make it.
Yo, it's not
Yeah.
that far. It's not that
It's
far. I'll
not
be
that
there.
far, man.
It's not that
Yeah.
far. I'll be there, bro.
You know what I mean?
Oh, you
get
boys,
that.
I can plan a bender. You don't even know me, man. I'm with the shits.
Yo, bro, dude. Yo, Ahmed, let's fuck some shit up, bro.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I've been to like we trust me. You guys will have a good time. I promise you that.
Yo, I'm in. Figure it out. APTopia, you set the dates. I'm down.
Yeah, New York gets wild, bro. Like that's where I'm from. So yeah, it gets crazy. So yeah, we'll definitely. Yeah, I believe Ahmed. We'll have some fun for sure.
Let's go. East Coast crew. And we're all, I think, relatively close. So this is let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
Yo, I'm dead ass serious. We're gonna cook this up. This can happen. This can happen by year's end.
Yeah, imagine the content coming out of that.
You
Bro,
know,
it'll be like a mini Aptos experience. I'm not kidding, bro. Like we'll get the boys to help us make this fucking throw down. Let's go.
I think some of that we would not want filmed.
Yeah, okay, no, dude,
we can we can
this is getting even better. Let's go.
we can have certain parts, right? Like, you know, like just like the PG stuff. Like, all right, we got this. Like,
Yo, you can film until like 11. Yo, get all the content out of the way by 11. Then the cameras go away, bro.
turning your cameras, turning your phones.
Oh, yo, no, like now this. Yo, Ahmed, I hope you realize that I'm going to be hitting you up from the Sneezy account. We're gonna make this happen.
Oh, yo, bro, listen, any day of the week, any day of the week. Like we're heavy building, but like even now, like dude, like I had a show at 6:30, got back in at 8 and had to jump in on this Aptos After Dark. And that's like, dude, like when you're working in live events, the cool thing about it is you're building great product, you're learning from promoters and artists, and you're getting real-time feedback from people that they don't mince their words if they're not happy. They're pretty fucking pissed or they're pretty fucking happy, and it's either or. But like it's one of those things that come like as a benefit. Like in all seriousness, like our ecosystem has a benefit of like it's not KYD Labs' venues, it's the Aptos ecosystem's venues that we can build upon. We won those deals. We won those deals not only for us, but for the entire ecosystem to have exposure to 200 plus artists a year that have 1 million plus, 10 million plus Spotify listeners, you know? And that within itself should be our rally cry. We should be like flexing that. We should be flexing that we have the ability to have access to data points that most other, chains don't. And that within itself is like why I take pride in our community, right? It's like we're all in this together, right? We're all building on a language that is scalable, and we're building in a space where it's very, and it goes back to Mo's beliefs here, right? Like we're hitting a real world pain point and impact, and also we get lit. And we get lit, and that's a big thing, you know?
Yo, bro, I can confirm. I was in Seoul for the Aptos experience and the after party at Peaches, and then the after party at Papers. Aptos they know how to throw the fuck down. Yo, dude, I'm not even kidding. Yo, Rocky, we need to make this happen. Ahmed, we're gonna cook. We got a venue going in New York, and we got to throw a party. Yo,
Yeah, it
dude,
has
it'll
to
be the second Aptos After Dark party. Let's fucking go.
like an actual party. Yeah, bro. Listen, we got to do this before next year June because I'm leaving. I'm going south. So
Man, we're doing this at mainnet. Let's do it in
bro.
mainnet.
Yo,
exactly,
bro, you're talking about before June. I'm like, yo, dude, we got till like end of November. Like, let's make this happen. We got 2 months, 3 months. Let's go.
It's gonna be so fire, man. I'm excited.
Yo, I think we can cook this up, and I think we can get a pretty good turnout.
I mean, for me, it's easy peasy. Like 50 minutes. You know what I mean? Drive to the city.
It's a Friday off for me. If we do it on a Saturday, it's a Friday off for me.
Yeah.
You
I'll
gotta
drive
take
down
some
Friday, drive home Sunday.
No, you're not driving home Sunday. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh.
Let's go. Okay, yo, no, okay, we're doing this. Yo, we're so doing this.
You're hyping Sneezy so much, bro. He's not gonna sleep.
No, dude, like,
So I'll give you some context. When we did our launch party with Aptos, when we went to mainnet with them, like it was February of 2023. We threw like a joint party with Loom, and it was like, man, like the video is like a bunch of rappers, like half Cactus Jack there. At one of our events, we had Check West pull up, and it was like the RSVP list was like on Luma, like 2,000 people. Because it's just nothing but like belligerency. It was mostly web 2 artists and dope people just vibing, and then a bunch of like the Aptos community, man. The lineup was insane. And then we did Renfield with Aptos, where we had like Renfield. Fun fact: Renfield is actually produced by Anil and Studio AM, who do the production for Drake on a bunch of all the Dogs music videos. So if we do this, boys, we're going to hell.
yo, dude, I'm not even kidding. We're doing this. No, this is a recorded space. This is gonna be on YouTube and Spotify. Like we're doing this.
Again, boys and girls, we are going to hell.
Yeah, bro, I'll be there holding the door open for you. Let's fucking go. Yo, you guys heard it here first. Be ready at some point. Y'all are gonna have to make a trip to New York in the next 2 months. Plan accordingly.
Plan accordingly. Let's freaking go. Oh,
Yo,
I've been
dude.
planning. I'm planning a trip to New York anyway, right, Sneezy? Now it's
Yo, dude,
concrete.
Yo, do you know what? Okay, hear me out, bro. If you and I go down on a Thursday, spend Friday there, we can go to the office and do like IRL interviews with people.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. This is so fucking happening, bro.
Remote After Dark or episodes? Yes. Yeah, dude, let's go.
Bro. Yo, Ahmed, I hope you're ready. We're gonna be talking. We're planning this.
I'm always ready, man. I'm sitting here. I just ordered a chopped cheese. I'm like, yo, don't threaten me with a good time.
Yo, this is dangerous. Yo, this is
Jeez,
dangerous.
man,
Aptos
you come
After
up for
Dark
you come
and
back
Kid
and
Labs,
next thing
we're
you
gonna cook.
Yo, you come for the episode, and next thing you know, we got an event cooking. Oh my gosh, we're traveling to New York. Let's go. We need you to come into the show more often. Holy cow.
Yo, Ahmed's a goddamn vibe. You're a whole vibe, bro.
You brought the vibe. You literally brought the vibe.
And I try. You you can't sell artists and venues if you're not a little bit vibey. Ah, shit, nah, man. I love
Facts,
being with you guys.
facts.
Y'all are the homies. I love being here, man. So it is a vibe.
Abe's probably sitting there shaking his head like, well, I guess I'm going to New York.
It's time. New York. 2 trips, 1 year. Let's go. Yes. Yes. Well, actually, for Sneezy, you got 3 trips in very short periods of time. You're crushing it.
Bro, dude, you have no idea how bullish I am on this meetup. Like, I hope Ahmed realizes that I'm dead ass serious.
Oh yeah, he's definitely serious. If it's just
If that's not clearly evident, like we're gonna set this up and we're gonna throw down.
My friend, I am like, I don't know how to be any more serious. Like, I legit, man, I do this, man. I'm down. You say you down to play? I'm down to play, man. You know the vibes, bro. Come on. This is the Aptos ecosystem. We do this.
Yo, Snoop Dogg, we're going to New York, bro.
Aptos After Dark is showing up in New York. We're doing it.
Come on.
No cap, we're going down on a Thursday. Friday, we'll hang out at the office, and then by the sounds of it, Ahmed's gonna change my life again. It'll be the 3rd time this year. Let's fucking go.
Jesus Christ, man. Listen, not to set crazy expectations. I will say this. You guys will have a good time. It'll be memorable. It'll be full of vibes, full of a lot of other stuff, and great music. That's one thing. Phenomenal music. So I hope people like dancing. I hope people like listening to dope tracks, and I hope people like going and being around dope people. That's all that matters.
Yo, we're gonna roll up with the whole squad, bro. The whole East Coast squad's about to roll up. New York City, party with Kid Labs. Yeah, I see Pecker has his hand up. We should go to Pecker with his hand.
Yo, good morning.
Yo, good morning, bro.
Yo, Aptos After Dark sounds like Sneezy.
This is Oh, I see what you did there.
Yo, bullish as fuck though. Like, Aptos After Dark has its own account right now. About time, like episode 28. Still waiting for that YouTube intro though.
Hold your breath, there's all right, Brett Becker.
So what's he talking about? We did one. We did a Spotify intro. I guess contractually, you're right. We still owe you a YouTube intro. What? Yeah, you know what? You'll get it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not Atreyu. I'm not gonna be up here spilling any of our alpha, but different forms of content coming.
I mean, it started the
So,
episode with Alpha Sneezy, and it just continued to snowball after that.
so it feels like you guys are starting to actually like have a structure for the show. I mean, it's feels like you guys are following a strict structure to like what you're doing right now. Is there anything that we are to look forward to for Aptos After Dark?
Getting lit.
Yo, Aptos After Dark. The second official Aptos After Dark party is gonna be going down in New York City. That's the alpha.
So let's go.
Yo, honestly, it's such a sick name for a fucking party too.
Oh,
Alpha
um,
about Aptos After Dark.
Alpha
I don't
After
know.
Dark.
I know you like pictures. There'll be more pictures.
yo, yeah, yes, please. Um, Even for like presentations and slides, I don't really like a lot of words. I'm more of like, graphics kind of guy. So
Yo, would you say that video would be the best?
yeah, yeah. But you have to make sure that like it's not like, a still video where just like a guy explaining everything like he's just standing there. No, I don't like those kind of things.
Not the like the whiteboard ones where you have someone drawing or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
No,
Nah, no,
no. Okay,
no.
gotcha.
Yeah.
What about
I
just
want
like
something that
what about just like 2, 3, 4 people having a conversation?
Maybe.
it depends. Like it depends who those three peoples are, what they're talking about.
What if they were talking about Aptos? What about if they were talking about Aptos stuff with Aptos people? I think
Yeah.
I think that's the first time in 28 episodes I've fat fingered it.
Dude, honestly, it's at the point where I thought it was me, because of how many times I have been at fault for this. So
No, that was 100% me. My bad, boys.
Bro, that was like the longest mute ever.
Oh, I mean, so what do you think, Pecker? Is that sounding pretty good?
Yo, yeah. Yeah, I think that would be pretty dope. Just I don't think I can be any of those like three people that's gonna be talking about Aptos if it's gonna be some serious stuff.
Yo, no, it's not a cooking show, so you're not going to be one of the 3 people hosting it.
Man, bro, I swear to God, like one of three people in like the Aptos ecosystem will always bring up food when they have a conversation.
Yo, yeah.
Dude,
Remember how like
before we get into the cooking show, just quick shout out to Ahmed for coming up, talking about Kid Labs. That was epic. APTopia, Rocky, like that was so sick to have him come up and share more about the vision and what's cooking behind the scenes here. And of course, Mason and Mirage. Like just before
Oh,
we get into the cooking show, just quick shout outs to those guys for coming and joining us on this episode. It was awesome.
yeah, we're not getting into the cooking show.
Oh, I thought we were about to.
yo,
That's
talk
sorry. I
about
No,
literally just went
cooking.
into that.
we got 6 minutes left and we're not getting into it.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure so we can give some quick love to
I love
everyone.
how he points out the new format and that we're trying to like keep it a little bit more organized and no. I love you,
And
No,
bro.
I'm
immediately
chaos,
brings in the
bro.
cooking show.
I'm chaos. Yo, is it okay if I show a bit? I mean, for
So
somebody else.
if you're gonna be showing the cavemen 100%.
No, it's not a caveman.
Is it Jericho's new project?
Yeah, it's Jericho's new piece. We have a
Yo,
piece of it.
you should 100% show Jericho's new piece that is available on Tradeport
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah, I think it's tomorrow. What date is it? The 18th for us. So yeah, it's tomorrow. Yeah. So Jericho is an artist from the Philippines as well. He's kind of new to Aptos. This will be his second piece that's actually coming live. The first one was a Meowdy collaboration that he did with us in Serene. So yeah, his second piece. He's kind of shy, so I'm shilling on behalf of him. Doesn't talk much. Doesn't even talk to us at all. But yeah, no. he sorry, he's working on this. I'm not sure if it's going to be a comic, but yeah, it's kind of a story about like a mushroom character. Um, Let me just go to his page and get his tweet.
Already pinned, bro.
All right. So it says the adventure of Koki Kabute. Kabute is like Tagalog word for mushroom. So I don't know. It could be some sort of magic shrooms. I don't know if it's edible or not. But yeah, give some love. Please do like, retweet, share, follow Jericho. And yeah, like we hope to see more cool artists onboarding into Aptos.
Yo, speaking of cool artists onboarding onto Aptos, I posted another tweet up top. It's for a project called Cavemans. It seems to be by Aptosaurs. I was wondering if anybody knew anything about that project or could tell us anything about what's going on with that.
Yeah,
Yo,
what is that?
yo, the thing is, like, everything is happening so quickly that I'm just kind of taking my time right now and contemplating on like a lot of things. And I've been like, yeah, like there's just so many things that's going down, and I'm already like playing it in my head. I'm both excited and kind of like nervous at the same time. So Aptosaur, it's an art collection. Right now, it's a pixel art collection. Caveman would be like the Genesis collection that will be like the grandfather or like the predecessor to like the actual collection, which is the Aptosaurs, the running dinosaurs. For the people that's new into the space, you could go um to my Twitter page and you would be able to see some running dinosaurs. Those are what the Aptosaurs are. And the project will be focusing on arts and we will be utilizing IP. There's going to be more to be disclosed, but I guess on the vague view, it's mostly about IRL IP utilization. So yeah, we're going to be using the IP to actually launch some stuff IRL, look into some ventures. I am the founder of Aptosaurs, and I will be working with Dr. Wulon as my co-founder. Um, yeah, I guess that's what Aptosaur is about. We're going to be utilizing art to work on like IRL IPs and actually like drive things into proper ventures.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, yeah. So many things happening right now for me.
Yo, that makes me so happy. I honestly, dude, you're one of the people in this space that I just think deserves nothing but good things to happen to. Because since you've found Aptos, you have put nothing but good vibes and helped push this community forward. I really hope that the community shows up and supports you when you push your product out because you've been an absolute force in the ecosystem since you found Aptos.
And honestly, super grateful you did find that pass as someone that was venturing into this wild space we call Web3. So let's freaking go.
Yeah, just calling it Sneezy bet on Pecker first.
Oh yeah, like no, I'll never forget that. Like the funny thing is like there are a handful of people who like double down on me, and it's hard for you to forget who those are.
Yo, 100%, dude. Yo, there's nothing like this is something I feel like a lot of people that come to Aptos find is in real life, like I've never found support. It's always been me against the world. And it's taken me a very long time to let some of those walls down and realize that Aptos is real and that support is real and that people actually want to see you succeed and want to help you figure out what it is that you should be doing in this space. That shit's 100% real. And yeah, dude, like you said, you never forget who those people are that really help change your path in this space. Get me all emotional, bro. I'm gonna tear up here.
I'm waiting for you to call Abe's hand.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I'm about to cry. Let's throw to a person because he's definitely not gonna fucking make me cry.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Hey, Abe.
Super
Hi,
bullish
Ed.
on space. It was awesome. I miss you guys, everyone that I've met so far, and the ones that I haven't. I hope you had a fantastic day. I wanted to give a shout out to Pecker as well because when he first came here, I thought he was maybe just like a guy trying to make jokes because he had this PFP that kind of looked like like a pecker. Turned out it was an Aptosaur, and it was super awesome to find that out. No, just I'm so happy that you found this place home. I'm so glad that you were warmly welcomed, as many others have been. And dude, super bullish on you. Anything that you touch, I'm going to definitely do my best to support. You're a fantastic individual. We like to have fun, but no, definitely. Sneezy, Atreyu, you guys are killing me. Now I got to try to figure out how to go to New York. Me and the wife have been trying to go there, but this sounds like something that maybe is not a good idea for her to go to that.
No,
So,
you better bring her. Who am I going to dance with if you don't bring her?
Well, she will probably be dancing with me. But
No,
you could
no, no,
probably
no.
like
Who am I
dance
going
with
to
both of
dance with
us.
if you don't bring her? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'd let you have the first and last dance, bro.
Yes.
Aperson, I have to say something, man. You know, we've been vibing a little bit, and you're in the private group, and you always start the morning, at least my morning off, with positive vibes, right? Almost every day, I see like I jump in the chat, and there you go, just like wishing everyone a productive, positive day with nothing but huge blessings, and I personally wanted to thank you for that, you know, because I think you set the tone for everyone else, right? And you never know, you know, what someone's going through, and when they see that, you know, right from the APTopia chat, the private chat, that's very moving. You know what I mean? Sometimes people just need like a picker upper to get their day going. So salute to you. Definitely appreciate that. I didn't know you were coming up, but since you did, I wanted to make sure that I give you that, that feedback.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. 100%. That's something that I do here. Like a lot of people will coin me like the most positive person everywhere. I do that mainly for that reason. You know, I take the weekends off to recharge, but that's the main reason why I do it. You know, I didn't have. I'm 45-year-old dude. I didn't really have much like a lot of people in the space. Maybe like a really good support system. And so I want to make sure that everybody out there has someone that makes them go, you know, gives them that little kick in the rear, makes them believe in themselves, makes them just push themselves to the next limit. Like you're capable of amazing things. You just might not believe in yourself yet. But once you test yourself and do those things and make some good friends along the way and they start believing in you, it really
Yeah,
just
I'm a
puts
huge
it up
believer
there.
in that, man. Some people just need that encouragement. So much talent there. Me personally, I think that, you know, everyone has something special in them, right? You just got to tap into it. And sometimes it takes someone else to be that, that superhero and encourage you, you know? It makes a difference. It makes a huge difference. It's more than just words. So,
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. You'll see me as long as I make the cut. You'll see me in the APTopia chat for as long as I'm allowed.
Yo, Brent's got his hand up. The floor is yours, good sir.
Oh, dude, I heard you talking about getting together in New York or something like that, and I'm on Paw Patrol duty right now. I just muted it, so my kids are like still staring at the TV, wondering what the heck's going on. I don't want to miss out on another get together. So what's going on in New York? I'm so you hear that? Like the kids are getting upset. Aptopia, I'm so sorry I missed that part of the segment. I'm excited to listen to it back. And a person, I want to 100% support what they're saying. You are a huge motivation and a pillar in the ecosystem.
Triple down.
Well, I appreciate that, good sir. You're not too shabby yourself, with a mullet or without.
But preferably with the mullet.
But so fucking epic with the mullet. So epic with the mullet. Oh my god.
That's the only way to end this episode, Sneezy, is we started with the mullet and now we're finishing with the mullet. Let's freaking go. Jesus.
Hey, I'm just starting to realize that the mullet is like now part of my life, and I'm going to be rocking this for quite some time. Sneezy, are you feeling the same thing?
Dude, I was literally, someone asked me how it was, and I was like, honestly, there's some things I'm going to change when I go get it tweaked up in 2 weeks, but 100%, I am rocking a mullet for the foreseeable future. I want it a little bit shorter on top and a little bit more cleaned up in the back, but the high fade, we're loving that. Honestly, it's a power move. I'm not even kidding. The confidence, the just the change in how I carry myself, knowing that I'm rocking a mullet and pulling it the fuck off. Which is kind of epic. And I'm sure you're feeling that because you're rocking the fuck out of a mullet. And there's just a confidence that comes from that.
I feel so good doing it. But so the main reason I came back on or like came up to speak was I heard somebody talking about New York, and I have a mullet that I want to rock in New York or wherever the next get together is. I just don't want to be left out, guys. Don't leave the bro out.
Well, never, bro.
So Kid Labs throws down epic parties in New York. And we're Aptos After Dark. We threw down in Seoul, South Korea. I think it only makes sense that we partner up with Kid Labs and throw down in New York City. Like that's where the East Coast crew's from. Like that's where that's where this space kind of originated from, is the Northeast. So
I would love to.
Ahmed's on board. Like I don't know if he was fully expecting that he was going to be signing up to throwing down a party tonight, but that's what happened in tonight's space.
I mean, it's recorded. Maybe a few clips are here or there. I don't know.
I want to go to a get together in New York, and I want
plan on New York in the next 2 months.
New York next 2 months. I want every single day and night we're going to be there. I want 2 events booked through Kid Labs. I want to go to multiple concerts. I hate concerts. I hate crowds. I want to support Kid. They're doing amazing stuff. I want to be there. I want to go to events with them and you guys.
Ahmed's a goddamn vibe. Like this is the, I think, second or third time he's rolled through After Dark. He is a vibe. And I think it's just kind of the community is just thirsty for that connection, for the meetups. And that has to do with posting the Muskegon meetup and then the absolute amazing event that Aptos put on with the experience. But and honestly, even tying back to what Aptos Africa did in Lagos 2 weeks before we had our meetup, I think there is a huge thirst for that connection and for the meetups. And if Kid Labs wants to play ball, Aptos After Dark, we're down to game. We may be a new Twitter account, but we're here to fucking party.
I mean, we're living the mullet lifestyle.
Bro, dude, honestly.
What is it? Business in the front, party in the back, bro? We're literally like, here we are.
Business in the front, party in the back. Yo, Kid Labs.
Let's
they
go.
Rock the flow. Yo, what a banger episode. I can't thank everybody enough. Yo, everybody who stopped by, took part. Special shout out to Mirage, Kid Labs, APTopia. Appreciate the heck out of you guys. Shout out to the analysts and everybody in the space creating NFTs, creating DeFi, creating volume, whatever you're doing in the space, just keep it up. You guys are what's going to push fucking Aptos. Sorry, bro. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to keep echoing what you were saying. It's just like keep pushing, keep contributing, keep throwing vibes. Yeah, this is great.
Yo, outstanding. We will see you guys tomorrow. Is Tuesday. We'll see you at 12 p.m. EST for the Spook Space. I believe that's going to be a gaming episode. I don't know who they're going to have on. It could be Undying City. It could be Castile. It could be Super Villain Labs. It could be Tapas. It could be so many dope projects that are building in the gaming ecosystem. But definitely check that out. And then tomorrow night, we got Talk About It Tuesday with a person like you, 7:30 p.m. EST. Wednesday, 9 a.m., Dr. Wulon is holding it down with the Chinese community. I don't know if we're back at it with the Aptos spaces this week. Probably not, because I think a lot of the team is at Brent with the thumbs down. Yeah, they're all at Token. They're all in Singapore, holding it down for Aptos, doing us proud. If you guys see any content coming out of there, like, retweet, engage the fuck out of it. Let's show them that Aptos is fucking the next big thing. And then we'll see you back here tomorrow or on Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. EST, Aptos tonight. Have an awesome fucking week. I love you guys. We'll see you soon. Peace.
See you, everybody.